What does Deni Avdija bring to the table for the Washington Wizards? This has recently been splattered all over the media as Deni Avdija became the number 9 pick in the 2020 NBA draft. Yes, so is all the hype legit? Let's break it down. Here are the 10 reasons that Deni Avdija will be a great addition for the Washington Wizards. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. With so many NBA analysts claiming that the Wizards just might be the biggest winners of draft night with Deni Avdija, let's see what Washington is actually getting with their Israeli prospect. Number 10. Vast experience. At just 16 years old, Deni Avdija was the youngest to ever play for Maccabi Tel Aviv, and he became a 2-time Israeli League champion and also a FIBA U20 European champion gold medalist, which he has 2 of those medals. Then there's the 2019 tournament where he was the MVP. His experience is impressive, especially for his age, unlike many of the other prospects in his class. Actually, Deni has more years of experience playing professionally than most of his peers, which surely indicates a safer bet in the eyes of coaches. Then, Deni's experience will help make his transition into the league much easier. Number 9. High IQ basketball player. He speaks 2 to 3 languages and taught himself how to speak English by playing Call of Duty and being attentive to other American entertainment. So he's experienced and a quick learner that has much to offer on the offensive and defensive ends of the court and is correctly deemed a high IQ basketball player. When it comes to Avdija's defensive abilities, he knows what to look for and seems to possess good defensive instincts, helping him make steals as well as other decent rim protection and rebounding. Deni is a great passer, but he can also get in the paint and score near the rim with great efficiency. Number 8. Versatility. Deni's versatility is outstanding. SB Nation wrote, Avdija has a jack-of-all-trades skill set without a major weakness in his game. Avdija's combination of aggressive drives to the rim with high IQ passing should make him a nice pick for Washington. Sports Illustrated's Jeremy Wu explained to his audience, Wizards boss Tommy Sheppard has long operated with an open mind toward international talent, and unexpectedly lands a player who fits quite well with Washington's current pieces. Avdija has great size and passing vision for a forward, and the hope is that he'll develop into a player capable of bringing the ball up the floor and running secondary offense once his ball handling gets up to speed. Avdija comes with some defensive concerns, but he's a strong value for Washington at number 9, and a player they likely weren't expecting to be on the board. The Wizards are hoping to push for the playoffs this season, and they'll hope Avdija's pro experience helps him acclimate quickly. Off the ball, Deni is improving as a cutter, plus his ball handling skills are above average and it's no argument that he knows how to run an offense. Number 7, he's a playmaker. And speaking of running offense, spectators have noticed that Avdija turns heads with his playmaking skills as a player who stands at 6'9". Commentators have often claimed that he's confident with the ball in his hands and has no trouble pushing the ball up the floor in transition or working in a pick and roll setting in the half court. He is a true point forward. Avdija is a savvy defender who overcomes his limitations athletically with a high defensive IQ. His biggest concern is his jump shot, shooting 33.6% from the 3 and 52% from the free throw line this past season with Maccabi Tel Aviv. If he can find a pure shooting stroke in the league, he has the potential to be the best player in this draft class. Number 6, family-oriented. His father gave him tough love, which made him stronger as a competitor and a killer on the court, and that is coming straight from the horse's mouth. He continued by saying that his father made him a fighter, and that is who he intends to be. Tremendous on the open court, a fiery competitor, maintains a hefty hustle getting down the court, aggressive at closeouts, precise pivotal at posting up, and a decent shooter from the perimeter with great ball coordination and control. We can all be sure that he has made his father proud. So this sense of being family-oriented and cooperative will surely give executives of the Wizards a sense of confidence that Deni could be a long-term safe investment as an asset to the team, if not the entire franchise. Number 5, he has a modicum of weaknesses. When it comes to Deni Avdija's shortfalls, his shooting is probably the most alarming weakness. In an NBA that greatly values three-pointers, he needs to improve his shooting numbers. Deni's shooting has been rather inconsistent upon certain stretches, plus he'll need to do better at his pull-up jumpers. And although Deni is able to draw fouls, his free throw percentages don't align. In this past season, Deni shot a 59.4 free throw percentage in the Israeli League and a 55.6% from behind the line in the Euro League. Overall, Deni's physicality should not be a cause for concern because at 19 years old, he is sure to grow into his body and height, so the primary factor is his inconsistent shooting and bad free throw rates. Number 4, confident and self-disciplined. He has a goal, and he's determined to achieve it, just like his persistence to become aggressive on the court with the intensity that his father taught him. So what is his main goal in the NBA? His answer? To bring my work ethic from Israel, keep improving every day, be a better player every day, help the team as much as I can. At the end of my career, to look at it and say, I was the best Deni Avdija I can be. Number 3, compatibility on the Wizards roster. Selecting an athletic and physical power forward in the 2019 draft was necessary, and Deni fits that role well as Washington fills up its starting lineup with homegrown drafted talent. As we know, Wall is more than capable of orchestrating an offense with the ball in his hands, so Avdija gives him an opportunity to run the wing in transition and score as a cutter. We also already know Beal, who is a 30.5 point per game scorer, can fill it up with or without the ball, adding another passer to find ways to get him open in his spots on the floor. The 6'8" versatile Hachimura adds an intriguing worry to opponents as a pick-and-roll threat. That means with Avdija, the Wizards have 2 big bodies to make their squad extremely formidable. Avdija and Hachimura could create Washington with a new element to work with on both sides of the court. And it has been said that Avdija would truly reach his full potential on the Wizards and the NBA in general with his fine-tuning of perimeter shooting to space the floor for Wall and Beal. And you better believe that they are getting ready to go to work on that, among other things, to achieve his main goal in the league. Number 2, immediate reinforcement. Our number 2 reason on the list of why Deni Avdija is great for the Wizards is because he is practically ready for action. And with his experience, he was ready yesterday. ESPN's Jonathan Giovanni agrees as he commented, Avdija's camp was highly selective in electing where to send medical info. They favored good development situations where he could find immediate playing time in a strong organization. Plus, Ringer's Kevin O'Connor on Twitter wrote, he can play right away. For a Wizards team with playoff aspirations, potential steal of the draft. CBS Sports claims that the Wizards have winning players with impressive past production and pedigree, and this should upgrade the roster. Then the Ringer chimed in with the same tune, saying Avdija should be able to help right away for a team desperate to make the playoffs. He's a combo forward with the ability to match up with multiple positions on defense and serve as a secondary playmaker on offense. Avdija probably won't become a star, but he's smart and tough enough to carve out a long NBA career. Number 1, Wizard franchise and NBA longevity. Many are predicting the Wizards to be a playoff contender, and analysts from Sports Illustrated agree as well, as they wrote, the Wizards were quietly one of the most entertaining teams in the league last season, and Deni Avdija should only add to the offensive excitement in the nation's capital. Avdija is an exceptional playmaker for his size, and he should serve as a nice complement to Rui Hachimura in the front court. If John Wall returns to his previous form in 2021, Washington could become a sneaky playoff contender. Deni surely gives the Wizards a promising piece for the future and will fit seamlessly next to guys like John Wall, Bradley Beal, and Rui Hachimura. NBA International commented, as a lengthy forward with uncanny playmaking ability for someone who is 6'9", Avdija's ceiling is almost the highest of any player in this class. His perimeter shooting raised some question marks, and he still needs to put on size, but he has overall the intangibles to be great in the league. So it might be a safe bet to put your money on Deni Avdija, as most believe that he will thrive in the NBA. Do you think Deni is suitable for the Wizards? Drop your thoughts in our court at the comment section. Share this video with your team, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.